Men and women of Zealandia, I am standing before you today to highlight the current predicament that Zealandia is facing. You may have read the Zealandian Times, in which I published an article which brought to your attention the bad shape of things that are in Zealandia. The Kennedy ministry, or administration, whichever way you want to call it, pretty much did jack when they told us all and told the Parliament that they were doing this. And I pretty much trusted their word along with the entire Parliament, and hence our military, which is one of the main things that I'm going off at, because everybody is supposed to be in the military in Zealandia. It's in the constitution, I think. And basically, I'm hang on. Basically, I am going to start enforcing that part. Yes, but the former administration or ministry had lied about a number of things that they said they were doing. In particular, they also lied about the members of the House of Commons and the House of Peers. Then their members, or the people that they said belonged there, were what I gather now, and from what I can figure out, they're just figments of Robert Kennedy's imagination. And so that's kind of it's downright annoying, and also constitutes fraud. But basically, he lied about his government's actions, or made them up without telling the truth or anything. Hence, our nation has pretty much zero infrastructure. It's got zero resources, as in national resources. Our military only has 3 active personnel out of, what used to be 30-something. There's taking into account that our entire populace is supposed to be in the military. But the worst part is Kennedy lied about our citizenship numbers. He lied to me. He lied to the Parliament. So yeah. Well, the Parliament and I were assured that things were going quite well, when in fact they weren't going at all. Especially stuff like the KOZBC, which until I took over very recently had failed to do anything. That's not to the fault of the Director Generals and the General Managers. They were pumping the ideas out, and that Kennedy was the ultimate man in charge, and therefore not doing anything. Military planning, well, that's gone out the window completely. As the Ministry of Defence under the former minister basically went away and didn't do nothing. Now I'd like to also touch on our uniforms, which every military needs a uniform. We've got our combat uniforms, but I'm wearing the only dress kind of like or standard day uniform, not out in the field kind of uniform, in the entire kingdom. The chiefs of staff, they have been wonderful. Admiral Fowler, General King, and Air Marshal Fowler, yes, there's two Fowlers, for the chiefs of staff. They have been absolutely excellent and tried their hardest to get around the Kennedy government. Our monetary supply, well, the Kennedy government assured us that they had lots of money and spending money, when in fact they were spending nothing. So nothing has been brought, etc. So yeah, also our entire planning, for the kingdom is in the nation building, and that while the cabinet was pumping out ideas, none of them were being acted upon by the government, by the Kennedy administration. So Zealandia is really back to square one. And I've just recently found out from the Ministry of External Affairs that a lot of countries that we had initially started treaties with, well, or negotiate treaties with, haven't been signed. I can sign some of these treaties, but I didn't even know about some of them. And the ones that I did know about, I was assured they'd been signed. And it was not until the other day that I discovered that we had an alliance with St. Charlie. But our treaty hadn't been signed with them. We hadn't signed the treaty. So I got a bit cranky at that. Also, the Zealandian citizens in the former province of Alphabet, I have also recently learned, are entirely made up, and this came to the fore over the project Wogglebug, which was to increase our online presence with a forum, and that was run directly out of my office, the office of the King. But when I tried to establish that, Kennedy suddenly resigned and took his whole cabinet with him. But we took the entire membership of the Social Democratic Party in the House of Commons with him. But to learn that he had made up citizens using names that I knew from back when I was in high school in Australia really set me quite a lot actually. And to think that somebody was sock puppeting in my nation is, well, in our nation is quite irritating, to say the least. In fact, I'm actually pissed off. And the Royal Zealandian Constabulary under DCI summer will be looking at that. Yeah, so Zealandia will be rebooting, well, my new government under Admiral Fowler is looking to reboot after the November elections, which, funnily enough, in the polling, has seen a massive swing against the SVP. I don't know why. So, yes, we will get through it, we will survive, and we will come out a better nation. So just hang in there, and I can assure you, by February 28th next year, Zealandia will be celebrating its first birthday, bigger and better than it was on its 6-month celebrations. So, see you soon. Oh, I should also name the actual new ministry, so I'll do that in a second. Okay, I've got the ministry here. The new First Minister, of course, is Admiral Sir Mark Fowler. The Deputy First Minister is the Right Honourable Major Helen Fowler. She is also the Minister for External Affairs and the Chancellor of the Exchequer. The Home Minister is the Right Honourable Air Marshal Barbara Fowler, and she's also the Minister assisting the King and the Vice Chairman of the Executive Council. And the Home Minister, if I said that, yeah I did, sorry. The Minister for Education, Culture and Sport is the Right Honourable Countess Dawn, and the new Minister for National Development and Health and the new Minister for Defence is the Right Honourable Admiral Sir Mark Fowler. And they all are members of the National People's Party and do exist. I know because, well, I speak to Admiral Fowler every day. So yeah, and I actually speak to my ministers now. I make sure of that. I speak via Skype and the telephone. Rather than chat rooms and that, which I really don't trust because of the whole stockpiling thing. And I'll let you guys know what happens with the RZC investigation into the former government. So this time I would like to just finally reassure you all that Zealandia is here to stay, and yes, we will be better, greater, after we get through this terrible situation. Thank you.